Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Namaskar. This is Engineer Suraj Singh speaking from Bharat, India on this day, January 25, 2022, Tuesday. Time is 3:41 AM. मैं सूरज सिंह सिविल इंजीनियर भारत इंडिया से बोल रहा हूँ। आज तारीख दिनांक 25 जनवरी 2022 मंगलवार सुबह के 3:41। टाइटल as usual, quality works. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I put intentionally these question marks because it's very important now, for me at least, if not for you, to be very serious about issue of quality. Therefore, quality works, concrete specifications, and civil field engineering with life. Engineers, contracts, and of course quality system and quality. And then another combination is safety along with designs and construction. And then further combination is methods and contracts. Of course, when contracts appear, disputes do appear. So disputes in organizations, with organizations, and another panel, another connection, another way, or you can say couple, is communication, coordination, and after all, why quality. This is my, as usual, introductory page, which gives my email, active email ID, and it's written here that you can read yourself. It's not something secret. My only request is, if someone is interested to you can say have some connection with me, formal connection of profession, or you want to raise some question, or you want some clarification about this talk, these videos, or otherwise, you can send me some message on this email ID, that is suraj_engineer, and yahoo.co.uk, etc., etc. These are self-explanatory titles. I have explained many times, and maybe you know all these, so no need explaining again and again. There is certification type, title certification, that int PE India, and here is another general certification about normal title, that is Chartered Engineer India, and here is statutory membership, or you say corporate membership of chartered body in this country, and here is a file, deliberation file, that takes time, and that is dynamic file. You can say I keep on amending this often, and is a reference file that I am going to discuss. Yesterday also we discussed in last video about nuclear concrete, about concrete in nuclear reactors, or you can say nuclear power plants or nuclear plants, whatever you can say, means where nuclear technology works. I would not take much time on certifications and put them on hold for time being, because I have explained already. Quality, it's a name, it's a title, or what it is. I think for me it is everything, because I have been in field, and during that field stay I discovered variations in quality approaches, even in those countries where we expect system works. For your reference, for your information, I just record that I worked in our country long back. I worked in Iraq, long back of course. I worked in Libya, that was too long back. And I worked in Doha, Qatar, in 3 phases or four, with 3 or 4 patches. That also not too long back, but long back. And then I worked in UAE, Abu Dhabi, Ruwais, and Musafa for many years. And I also worked in, you can say, in Saudi for a couple of months, say less than a year. And I worked in consultancy as well as in engineering. So you can say comprehension of this working around 3 to 4 decades. I have learned a lot, bad or good both. I cannot say what I learned is exactly what should be done. Based on that learning, based on that exposure in field, once you are in field, and particularly on active field, where you can say you meet projects which are not based on civil engineering alone, but also on many other disciplines, many other branches. That gives us a extensive exposure of various activities which can tell you, or from which you can learn a lot if you are interested. If I decide no, I have to confine myself to my field, in that case it is your choice. Nobody can force you. It's up to stamina of someone, potential of someone, how far can I go. But my mind is different, because you have to learn. It's not necessary. If I am a civil engineer, I cannot touch mechanical engineering, or I cannot touch civics, or I cannot touch news. That is not an answer, and it's not right approach, because you're not learning something very, very extraordinary. It's ordinary life. If I work in civil engineering project, certainly I have to deal with other disciplines. I have to deal with architects. I have to deal with mechanicals. Likewise, electricals, IT, sometimes furniture, and sometimes something which is what's the reason that I'm doing this. It's nothing to do with my branch. I don't keep myself in my own jail of civil engineering, to be very frank. I'm calling jail because these days people have different opinion here. But they think, why should I interfere in others? No. I have seen attitude of current generation is different. They want to station themselves at one place, and that's not good. Remember, stagnancy of water is not recommendable. Water should flow, only then it remains fine. Our mind should flow, our life should flow. It's not necessary that you have to flow in one direction. You can move at the same time in different directions, diverse ways. And that's why, if you take building construction, if you take projects construction, I mean to say facilities projects, if you refer to some other work, you shall find interconnections, overlappings. You will find, you can say, intersections, just like we say intersection, T-section, or crossing. There's various diverse dimensions in life. And that's why I put in title various parameters, various terms that involve, of course, originally construction, designs, but these involve interconnections. These involve actual engineering infrastructure when quality comes into picture, and when you can say contracts come into picture. All these are involved. So I can say I cannot move together, and no project can move together. I mean to say no project can work on single branch of engineering. Various branches are automatically imported. It's like a joint that works with various members. Engineering branches we have created, otherwise engineering is same. Engineering is one. and that is development based on technological development. Engineering is optimum use of natural resources or created resources. Engineering is nothing else. All engineering require mathematics. All engineering requires physical sciences like physics, chemistry, biology, or you can say atomic physics. And this requires all technologies. And technologies cannot be developed because I have to go this way. Technology development, researches sometimes happen naturally also. But I'm not going to that deliberation. Content, I'm just trying to keep myself within my own domain now, because my own domain itself is very, very powerful. And when I start discussing my own domain, automatically it moves on to other domains. And not only engineering domains, but also non-engineering domains. That is natural. I try to confine myself to few domains only, and that's where you can discuss, otherwise it's going to become very difficult. So you can say, title I generally keep very unclear, so that some confusions must prevail. You may say, what do you mean by that? I want to say something should come out from audience. That is very important. My little understanding of interaction, or generally people call talk. Do you want to talk to people? Yes, I want to talk to people. Nothing wrong in that. If they are interested, how to create interest, point of view is that. Now if you say, listen to me, I'm talking, you have to listen to me and open your eyes, keep your ears open, otherwise you miss something. I don't believe this way. I say, listen to me, and I also want to listen to you. Two-way listening is better. You got my point. If I talk to you, say, for example, suppose I have some resource, I want to talk to you as a resource person, and you want to talk to me. I'm not a resource person, in fact, I would say. I am interactive friend. If I want to let you know something, first I have to find myself. How much do you know? So I ask you, tell me about this. Some term is there. I will say, okay, do you know this? Tell me what you know about this. So there are some people, some attendance, audience, 1, 2, 3, 4. Somebody will speak something. So I know what is average knowledge of people in that case. I can speak only my way, and maybe you know better than that. So I talk to you. I say, okay, this is what I say. But you may question, oh no, it is done like this also. This means I do not know your levels. It's better to know from audience itself, what do they understand by that? So that first person, second person, third person tells something, they really know. And if nobody tells anything, answers anything, then it's sure that people are not clear. It's kind of investigation, instant investigation, improvising investigation. That's what I do. And I learned it from someone, Arabic person. Style of means how to interact with your audience. Don't think that you're a teacher or the student. No, I'm not teacher. And you're not my student. That's not possible. We are all professionals. Maybe I am little away or you are little away. Or maybe you have more experience, more knowledge. I'm just interacting with you for some information exchange. These talks are information exchange activities. These are not giving or taking. It's just information I may get from someone, you may get from me. It's a kind of communication exercise. That's why I put this communication title also. Engineering is not original. Nowhere you can say engineering is original. So much information is available in engineering that no one can know everything. No one can know. That's true. That's why I have different way. I put daily, I talk daily. Maybe sometimes it's too boring, I know. But if I talk one day and go away, then don't come back to you. Certainly it would mean that I'm not serious. Continuity is too significant in life. You should feel I'm boring you because profession means boring. It's not film, it's not a story, it's not a novel, it's not a, cooking competition, it's not entertainment, it is serious business. It is seriousness because engineering means seriousness, seriousness of approach. Development is not done in one day. Film can be shown in one day, but life cannot be shown in one day. We cannot keep our eyes closed. You got my point? We can keep eyes closed, but eye closed doesn't mean somebody shall not attack you. Got my point? If you keep your eyes closed, you cannot run away from offenders. Same way, if we run away, we say, okay, it will take automatic action itself. It does not happen. Clear conception is a must. That is what engineering requires. Education purpose of engineering is that. A student of engineering should know clear concept. A student of engineering doesn't mean BE student or ME student. This means life engineering. Everyone is a student. I am a student. I shall remain student until my death. And I shall remain engineer also until my death. Engineer is also a student. Student means we are now studying reality. In university time, we studied only academics. Academics is far inferior than real learning. Real learning of everyone is different. You cannot equal learning of everybody. That doesn't happen. That's why elaborate explanation is sometimes must, which must not be scripted. I try to communicate during my talk, thinking also along with written document. Because written document acts as reference. And because our minds are developed and experiences gives us more power. Experience gives us more power in addition to academics. Every time we learn something, and whatever happens in our lifetime in experience, we do not forget it normally. Even if you forget it when you talk something, because your mind is sharp, it keeps memories and is active and passive cells both. We immediately recall what happened that time. Mind works that fast. And that's where everybody questions, everybody answers. Because it's not you scripted something and based on that script or somebody wrote for me and I refer to that. Even I write my own writing. If I refer to my writing, during the speech itself I sometimes change sentences, change words. It happens. Because when you write first time, maybe it doesn't matter what's in your mind, it comes to paper. It's not, you may write something, thinking something else, or you may think something and writing something else. It happens. That is what is engineering. Change, variation, tolerance, but development. Don't forget, ultimate destiny is development. Ultimate destiny is performance, and ultimate destiny is no other than performance based product. Active quality performing application. SHE engineering approach on designs, manufacturing and construction. Redefined. Assessment for working considerations. This is just title, nothing else, nothing more than that. Just to intimate, we want to discuss on this. And of course, we want to discuss about this country, that is Bharat India. So title says quality in Bharat India, but it is not just in our country, it is generalized. I keep on thinking every day on this file. I don't know why it happens. When I read again, I make some changes again. It happens. No one can stop it. Because again and again something comes to mind, and this writing itself becomes different quality oriented. And that's what's required. Try yourself. Work's quality cannot be compromised. How can you compromise with quality? And that too work's quality. Because I continue it, work's quality cannot be compromised. Just in name of fragile quality system. Quality system may fail, but work's quality must perform. It doesn't happen currently in entire scenario. It is long statement you may say, but short is we have to confer on work's quality in relation to quality system. So we have two views. One is work's quality, and accumulation of work's quality leads to quality system. And quality system is not concealed, it's not something hidden, it's very open but incomplete. Reason being, system is system. There are always many organs in a system, many links in systems, many organizers and many personnel in that system. All are kept in different types of loops, vertical as well as horizontal. And all loops should be together, but generally it doesn't happen. From various considerations, cost consideration, time consideration, activities are missed, but organization's charts remain same. And that's why I say chart is only chart. It's not serious if you are not serious. Destiny is not quality system. Ultimate destiny is quality in product, or we can say quality in product can be achieved only if we process it correctly. If product is quality based. It has been missed because quality system never ever claimed that product is quality one. When system itself does not claim, this means it is not solid system. It is referred system, not solid system. It's reliable to references only, not in origin. That's why quality system is generalized. It is generalized just to indicate that if this system is followed, product should come out quality one. But even then, system is system. So many persons handle it, and all persons cannot be efficient or of required caliber or of equivalent caliber. That is also true. Minds are not same. Organizations have difference of opinions. That is not bad. But carelessness, ignorance, question. People become ignorant. People become track oriented. They say, okay, this is system. I am following it. This is my track. I am paid for this. When that contemplation enters into our scenario, system doesn't remain system. It becomes a foolish track because system is always open. And this is deficiency in our country that we think system is closed. System never closes because mind never closes. System established by mind. Mind established system. System did not establish mind. But personal are having mind. That's why system can be altered from time to time, but rarely it happens because research and findings are very rare. As we say in general, plan, do, check and act. This is also a fake line. Plan, do, check and act. We plan something, we do something, but not necessarily it's according to plan. And then we don't check it. Had we caused mistakes? And of course, there's no way we can improve it. And if find, say after a couple of years, okay, some changes are required, then what about 4 years? They are gone already. That's why I say fragility exists in systems. System failure is common. System deviation is common. I have experienced many products that do not fulfill as claimed quality system. Every organization has got quality system and they want to show it fully with complete declaration. We have certificates. They never say our products are reliable. They would say in advertisement, but when you experience, they won't respond properly. And that is where weakness lies. Works must perform works. That is important. Works means products, final product that is sold, that is used, that serves our requirements. That should work. This means we have to come to square one when we consider quality system. If product works, I can say whatever system you follow, that is acceptable. And if product doesn't work to meet its requirement, to meet its intended purpose of its design and production, in that case, system does not mean anything. That is what my understanding is. Though people say, oh no, system means temporary. So I can say, what we have to consider preliminary. Again, question becomes interrogation. Question becomes interrogation. What's coordinate of existence of quality? I'm not saying simply where does quality exist. I want to know coordinates. I cannot find which was value of x-axis, what's value of y-axis and z-axis. No value is written. Why? Why no value is written? Because we have nothing. We are not able to find what's that value. It's very difficult to find it. Again that comes. Again it comes. And it should come. We cannot. We cannot. I say red lines to be resolved. Red lines means changes. Resolution of changes. Yes, change after change after change after change. Change means engineering after engineering after engineering after engineering. Resolve means solution, 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 solution. Change of every aspect. We have to work either on site or in office or in factory or in wherever, to work somewhere. And work is always monotonous because one person cannot do everything. Limited time, limited act, and limited responsibility. When we study every subject, but when we really work in field, we don't work on every subject. That's also a fact, and it's for everybody, professional or non-professional. When responsibility is given, it's given to limited activity until you become very top person where responsibility is expanded, but not in detailed form but on policy form. But policy is not environment. Policy does not create environment. Environment is created by working personnel, different teams, different minds. They have to work together. And when many people work, it's natural that ways are different. Everybody thinks its way, but when it comes as a company, as an organization you work in that case, your personal opinions are limited to self. But when organization is concerned, policies are concerned, we have to keep ourselves in some limits. And that limits can be called profile of that system. And we have to enjoy that. How to enjoy that? That's a point of concern. Can you enjoy something you don't like? Work is always serious business, but it should be enjoyed. We have to learn how to enjoy something even we don't want to do, but we have to do. That's why I say it is monotonous activity. If you enjoy work, believe me, there's nothing else that you can get in life. If I enjoy my work, even though I'm paid or not paid, that is another issue. But if I enjoy my work, I think there is nothing else that can happen. To create entertainment on work, not to dance, just to enjoy what you are doing. Its effect, its use, its performance, its destiny. Not physical enjoying, I'm saying. Mental enjoy, immersion in enjoying field, immersion in watching of what you do. I'm talking of that. I'm not talking of standing and dancing. No, that is nonsense. The question is, can we bring working environment to quality requirements? And if yes, how to do it? And if no, then we have no other way. That we are having no minds. We are having no expansions. We are squeezed, we are contracted. If you cannot change your monotony into expansion, into entertainment world of your mind, you are not professional. And you can do only when you do work, you think on that, and you think of its further augmentation rather than reduction. If you think of its expansion, you can do it. Very, very easy. Means just like we say, work is worship. Work is worship. It is very easy to say, work is worship. But is it? How many people say work is worship? In fact, it is worship. It is worship because it helps world development. It helps human development. And it helps earth. It helps this planet. So you can say, we have to enjoy. We are enjoying something, we are living. And that's our original duty, fundamental duty. We have to make it better. For that, everyone has to think. And that thinking is actually bombardment. Not explosive bombardment, enjoying bombardment. when some person creates something, that destruction happens to, I mean to say, that whatever technology or that article or that good leads to destruction, that person enjoys, what we call that person? We call that person a kind of killer. And when you enjoy something in a way that it's constructive, maybe it takes time, but it leads to multiple fold destinies. That's where you say, some engineer says that I design and it's done, I enjoy. I enjoy something is done. Engineers also say, when I stand on some road, I see some flyover, I go, oh, this is a pride of civil engineering. And that's what here enjoyment is. When a farmer stands in field and sees crops grown, that farmer enjoys. It doesn't mean one gets entertainment, one gets money. It's another result it is. Your acts have become, whatever you sow, you reap, you say. What efforts you applied, you got result. That's what we say. We have to convert boring into entertainment. Work is always boring. You are not working to enjoy. You have to find ways to enjoy. Work is work. Same work you have to do, very slowly you have to do, with rapid speed you have to do. And you have to do it every time, same thing in new fashion. And that's why we can say hunger of mind. Everybody must have hunger of mind. You should be hungry to do something every day new. From same activity, you want to change it, you want to move it further. And that's where our mind should set in. But it doesn't happen. We have to enjoy our work. It happens. So what I'm saying is, we have certain red lines and we want to rub these red lines after finding solutions and turn them movable, turn them mobile, and that's we say green light is on. Green light is on. Engineering mind has no meaning if engineer cannot think. Scientist mind has no meaning if scientist cannot think. These terms itself indicate thinking procedure. Engineers think. If something is decided and so you do it, it's not engineering then. You have to decide what to do. If already somebody has decided and you are just implementing, I don't think that you are an engineer in that case. Certain red lines that must be turned green, and that must be a must. When I say must be a must, I think here is lock. You must have a key to open it, to unlock it. And that key we are looking to find. Where is that key? I am looking for that key, which I must find. If I cannot find it, then I must manufacture it. That is my duty to do if I really want to help myself. Can we know and apply quality standards complied with overseas, for example in GCC countries, on buildings and on plant facilities? This is question I added. We are talking of quality. We are talking of something that is linked to everyone. I'm not appreciating that whatever is done overseas or was done in Gulf has been everything okay. But if I compare it to what we do here, is then questionable. Why we are behind? We say we are behind. I say no, we are not behind. We should not be behind, but facts cannot be denied. And I'm not saying that